If you're in the market to build a new home in the near future, but you're not sure where to start or how to proceed, this video should do a great job of explaining the process and what's involved along the way. When you embark on building a new home, the first thing you're going to want to do is just gather general information, basics on home building. You're going to want to inform yourself of some current design trends, as well as get a feel for what your own personal design tastes are, as well as things like realtors in the area that will be able to help you secure land, and research some builders just to learn about different builders, their different ways of doing things, and the different contracting styles that can be utilized in a build like a new home. After that, you're going to want to establish your budget, which can be a very personal journey for everyone. It involves assessing your personal finances, your current liquidity, the value of your current home and the amount of equity you have in it, as well as talking to a lender, applying for a pre-approval on a mortgage to learn how much home you can actually afford. Once you know the basics of home building and what your budget is, the next thing you're going to want to do is secure property to build your dream home on. This involves looking at what you really want, whether it's a lake home or something with some acreage in the country with room for outbuildings. Looking into that, seeing what's available in the market and what fits in your overall construction budget to make a decision on which piece of property is right for you. There's also things you're going to want to consider, like if there's certain design features such as a walkout basement being a must-have, you're going to want to seek out a property that has the correct contours to accommodate that walkout basement. Likewise, if you're looking for single level living in a patio home, you're going to want a property that's definitely flatter and fits that character of house. With all that, if you're unsure, now is a great time to get your builder involved. Your builder will be able to help guide those decisions and provide some insight into what type of house can be built on what property and what's really possible with that piece of property. When hiring your builder, you're going to want to do some research. You're going to want to talk to them, find out if they're using cost plus contracts, which can put a little bit more risk on the homeowner, or if they're operating like Heron Companies and offering a guaranteed max price or a guaranteed overall price on your project. You're going to want to look into some of their references, make sure that they do a good job, look at photos, videos of their work, possibly tour if they have any model homes available, and just really get a feel and make sure that you're comfortable with the builder, as they are going to really be the main point of contact and really the person that determines the success of your project. With your land picked out and the builder hired, you're going to start working on your plans. And this is where things start to get really exciting. It'll start with conceptual plans, where you'll really just bring all your ideas together and figure out how to make them fit on the piece of property that you have selected, and get an idea for the overall layout of your house, where bedrooms are in proximity to the kitchen, living room, outdoor living spaces, things of that nature. This is really just rough design. You'll work out the details later, so during the early planning, conceptual plan process, it's just focusing on the shape of the home and how it is laid out, how it's laid out on the property, what view you're going to have from the different areas of the house, things of that nature. Once that's completed, you'll move on to the final plans. And this is where you really fine-tune everything and get it dialed in for what your home is really going to be. With the final plans, you're fine-tuning all those rooms. You're starting to make decisions about the types of finishes that are going to be incorporated in the home. And you really, at this stage, want to make sure that all the details are starting to come together the way that you really want them to, and that the home is really starting to take shape and take on the character that you're looking for. During this phase, you want to ask lots of questions. If there's things you're uncertain of, make sure you seek clarity. If you need to visit showrooms or other sites, you'll want to do that to make sure that you're fully understanding what you're agreeing to and what you're seeing on those plans. Once the plans are complete or nearly complete, the last step in the planning process is doing your owner selections. This is where you start to pick out your countertops, your tile, your flooring, window treatments. You're going to want to pick out your appliances. And this is what really gives us the ability to give you a guaranteed price on your project, because we know everything going into it, and you can start to see those things take shape and come to life on your final construction documents. And it really just clarifies everything between you as the homeowner and the contractor to make sure everyone's on the same page and that all the pieces are going to come together and work the way you want them to. With the selections complete, your owner will be able to provide you with a final budget. You'll look this over. As I said, with Heron Companies, it's a guaranteed price, so you can firm up your financing, make sure that everything is within your budget, that it's going to work for you prior to moving forward with actual construction. Which then obviously brings us into the next step, which is the construction of the home. We've got some other information that dives a little bit deeper into the construction process, but throughout the construction process, you'll just want to make sure that you're staying informed and communicating regularly with your builder to know that the project is progressing on schedule, that there are no setbacks that have come up, and that things are being completed per the plans and specifications that you put together earlier in the process, that all of your selections, all of your details and the design are being carried forward and actually implemented, put in place on the build itself. With that, your new home should be complete with the completion of the construction process, and it's time for the final turnover walkthrough. At the walkthrough, you'll create a punch list. Any little things that maybe aren't to your liking, you'll point out to your builder. They'll compile an overall punch list and take care of getting all those little details perfect on your new home, at which point in time the home is turned over to you and you're all set for move-in. With the move-in, prior to move-in, leading up to it, you'll want to make sure that you have your moving company lined up, that your furniture deliveries are scheduled, so that as soon as your new home is ready, you can get moved in and start enjoying your beautiful new luxury custom home. If you have any questions about building a new home or would like to talk to us, we'd love to schedule a call with you and go over what your plans are and how we can help you move forward with your new dream home.